WMAZ Morning starts now.
It's a rainy start to the first day of school for a lot of Central Georgia students, and rain is definitely going to be a hot commodity today. I'll time it all out for you coming up.
Nightlife safety in Macon now the center of the Macon Violence Prevention Initiative. Solutions bar owners and managers brought up last night during the forum. A vaccine incentive for Bibb County employees goes up for a vote. How some of you are reacting to the possible payout.
And we have a lot more Central Georgia students waking up ready to hit the books this morning. We're continuing our back to school coverage.
Well, good Tuesday morning. You're taking a live look over a wet downtown Macon. You definitely want to take your time if you are heading back to school. The time is now 6:31 a.m. on this August 3rd. I'm Wanye Reese.
And I'm Caitlin Heck. We are ready to kick off the school year, everybody. I'm here at Perry High School. We got a little surprise for you coming up later in the show. This might be a little hint for you. But we have all kinds of fun things planned for this morning, Wanye.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Caitlin. Courtney, I'm loving Caitlin because Ms. Heck said it might be raining in Macon, but I'm not going to raid on your parade today.
That's right. Apparently, she has a whole parade on the way there at Perry High School. Although, I don't know if it's sacrilegious there to be holding a Perry High pom-pom when I believe Miss Caitlin went to Warner Robins High School. But that is for her to figure out. Upson County, Macon County, Houston County, Montgomery County. It is your first day of school. Happy first day. And you can see here in Bibb County, a little bit on the wet side, had a very heavy downpour roll through downtown and here at the station not too long ago. And this will be a view for a lot of us today. Data still not ringing in. Macon just does not want to wake up this morning. That's all right. Hopefully all of you heading out to school are already up and getting ready to head out the door. I know that bus leaves pretty early. 72 in Thomaston, 72 in Unadilla, 73 in Dublin and in Wrightsville, and 72 in Warner Robins. Rain falling in parts of Jones County. You go back tomorrow. Thankfully, it's going to be a drier start tomorrow. Also parts of Wilkinson County, Washington County, and all the rain that moved over the station now rolling into far eastern Bibb County, and just a couple of light showers in Upson County. Like I said, more rain on the way. I'll time it out and talk about some drier days as well. That's all in a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. We'll check in with you soon. Nightlife safety in Macon is now one of the top focuses as the county looks for ways to cut back on violent crime. County leaders, bar owners, promoters, and community members met last night as part of the Macon Violence Prevention, or MVP, initiative. The forum comes after a shooting on Cherry Street left 2 people dead and 2 others hurt a little over a week ago. Sheriff David Davis says the fight started near the Thirsty Turtle before moving down the street. Many people say they want to see more law enforcement presence downtown. Colonel Henderson Carswell says that's something the sheriff's office is working on.
And we have already implemented a plan and put it into place this past weekend to make sure that we have more visibility in the downtown area. We pull people from other divisions. Some people who have come away from that day job will come in, especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, to make sure that we have a strong presence.
Several people at the forum, including bar owners, also say more deputies should be present at larger bars and clubs. You can still add your input at MVP forum happening today. Commissioner Virgil Watkins will host tonight's meeting at Memorial Park Recreation Center at 6:30. He's hosting another one tomorrow at Bloomfield Gilead Recreation Center. Commissioner Valerie Nguyen hosts a forum for District 1 on Thursday. That's from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Forest Hills United Methodist Church on Forest Hill Road. Today, Bibb commissioners plan to talk about some big changes for county employees, including a chunk of cash for vaccinated employees. Mayor Lester Miller says he wants to give $500 to full-time employees who roll up their sleeves and $250 to part-timers. The mayor says the county is looking to spend $800,000 from the American Rescue Plan to help pay for the program. Now, many of you are talking about this on our Facebook page about the mayor's plan. Judy doesn't think it's a good idea. She says no one should get paid for taking a free shot and that the money should go to other things. Patricia believes employees who took the vaccine without a, quote, bribe should also be compensated. And Jay says people should either get the vaccine or get fired. Commissioners will also talk about possibly lowering the millage rate and increasing minimum wage for county employees. They will meet this evening at 6. A Macon waterfront restaurant plans to reopen its doors today. The Fish and Pig closed after a boating accident on Lake Tobesofkee. The Georgia Department of Natural Resources says a small speedboat crashed into a pontoon boat carrying 7 restaurant staff members. 1 person died and 6 others got hurt. The Fish and Pig says they closed to give their staff a chance to heal both physically and mentally. A spokesperson with the DNR says it could take 2 to 3 months to complete the investigation and determine any possible charges. A heads up this morning, if you work near Robins Air Force Base, a gate closing could affect your commute. Robins says they'll close the Green Street gate for scheduled maintenance. That's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Gate maintenance across the base happens on the first Tuesday of each month. For Green Street, it happens in February, May, August, and November. And if you're driving around Wilkinson County today, a detour may add extra minutes onto your commute. The Georgia Department of Transportation says crews are replacing the old bridge at State Route 57. GDOT says the sign at detour uses State Route 57, the Fall Line Freeway, and State Route 18 for an added 8 miles of travel. This will last for up to 60 days. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Stratford Academy's Key Club is hosting a blood drive in honor of Walker Bethune. He's a rising senior who died last week after getting struck by lightning while on vacation with his family. The drive is happening from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the school's Gaddy Gym and Doll Center. There's a link to register on the school's Facebook page. In education news this morning, nearly 1 in 5 high schoolers in the U.S. say they'll use e-cigarettes. That's according to the latest data from the CDC. This year, schools in Georgia are required to teach kids about the dangers of vaping. As we continue our back-to-school coverage, Caitlin is live in Houston County. Caitlin, you spoke with the person putting this program together with the curriculum. Is that right?
Yes, Wanya. So I actually talked with Alicia Plaxico. She is an ER nurse practitioner at Piedmont Macon North Hospital, as they are known now. She's also working on her doctorate at Mercer. And for the last couple of months, she's been doing all kinds of research on ways to teach kids about the effects of vaping and e-cigarettes. And her work will eventually be incorporated into the CHAMPS program and taught in schools all across Georgia. Plaxico says as a mom herself, she knows what kind of pressure kids face. And she wanted to work on this project to help debunk some of those myths that can spread about e-cigarettes. For example, she told me 1 Juul pod contains about 40 times more nicotine than a regular cigarette.
I think the more information we can get to our young kids before maybe it gets presented to them or offered to them and they know the dangers and risk, then maybe they can make an educated decision and say no.
And to hear more about her plan to capture kids' attention and what she's seeing on the front lines in the emergency room, just head on over to 13WMAZ.com. Thanks to a summer internship, some high school and college students from all across central Georgia are walking into the new school year with some new skills. The work at the Synergy project, which opened in March, is the new software facility that's part of the 402nd Software Engineering Group at Robins Air Force Base. Leaders say that software work done in the lab will benefit the Air Force, it will help educate students, and it will in turn help the community. So it's really just a win-win. Intern Alex Green, who hopes to become a computer engineer on base, says the internship was a great first step.
I am super excited about this because it is a look into like the engineering career field. We get to see a bunch of different aspects like software engineering, electrical engineering, computer engineering, all different types, and we've gotten to see what they do day to day.
The project coordinator says they want to increase the STEM workforce here in Central Georgia and get more students interested in working out on base. All right, the time is now 6:38. Courtney, I think we are just going to cheer all that rain away over here. We are not letting it happen.
That's right. Yeah, you've been pretty lucky out there, Caitlin, although I know that humidity is no joke. And those of you heading out the door, getting ready to head out for your first day of school in Houston County, prepare for the chance for a few showers, because not only are we dealing with rain now, but notice with this back to school forecast, we will have that chance for on and off rain and storms as we go through the day today. And we are already dealing with a few showers for a lot of students heading out to the bus stop this morning. And as you go to recess or you're heading from class to class for all of you high school students, and of course heading home, we will have that chance for scattered showers and storms. A very unsettled day today as this stalled front continues to linger over the area. This low pressure right here that is associated along this front, that is going to help steer some of our rain. You'll actually notice that it wraps around this as this front finally starts to sink to the south. And as it does so, it leaves us unsettled. Also will give us the potential for maybe some flash flooding. We don't have a flash flood watch or warning currently in effect for the area, but since we picked up a lot of rain yesterday and we are expected to have some heavier downpours, very much like we're already seeing seeing this morning, especially south of Macon. We are going to be on the lookout for the flash flooding possibility today. As you're getting ready to head out the door, those of you for your second day of school in Bibb County, some rain in the Rutland area, also in East Macon, and some heavier downpours at that. Jones County dealing with some rain in southern Jones, Twiggs, Wilkinson, Washington County, up towards Jasper and Putnam County. You too are also dealing with some rain, and not necessarily just light rain, some heavier downpours out there as well. Houston County, you're lucky this morning. It looks like most of the rain is Macon northward, so if you are south of Macon, you are in the clear, although it is dreary looking out there. 72 right now in the city of Perry. You're looking live on top of the fairgrounds. A lot of students here getting ready for their first day of school, and you aren't going to want to walk out without that rain gear, because you might be lucky now, but like I said, we will have that chance for on and off rain and storms today, and some heavier downpours along with it. As we head towards 2 o'clock, time a lot of you will probably be headed home from school today. Notice we will have the chance for some scattered isolated showers, and they'll be wrapping around that low as that front sinks off closer to the coast, bringing that axis along with it. So all of this rain and storm activity has been along that front, and as the front sinks south, that's going to serve as a focal point for rain and storms, leaving us drier as it does get out of our way. Good news for all of you in Jones, Baldwin, Pulaski, Dodge, Johnson, and Trutland heading back to school tomorrow. It does look like as that front again sinks further south, we are going to be drier for your first day of school. Notice tomorrow morning we should be nice and dry, and as we head into the afternoon hours, all the rain and storms going to fire up along that front well to our south, but we still will have a small rain chance primarily for the afternoon hours. Same goes for Thursday, and the good news is behind that front, that cooler air is going to usher in low 80s today, mid to upper 80s as we go through the rest of this work and school week. We do head back into a more summer-like pattern for Sunday and Monday with highs back in the 90s.